make a good film. Very honored to be part of it. I mean, we made another one together, which you might want to check out, called The Hollow Point.
Yes.
Which is a pretty good Western noir movie, but got lost in distribution hell. So this time, about a year after that, excuse me for taking over for a second. No, I just wanted to, because it was one of those things that, you know, it doesn't seem that long ago. It was about 8, 9 years ago, and then he called me up, and we remained friends after this movie. And we talked, and he said about the script that was written by a friend of his, Nacho. All they had was, it was a hit, man, whatever, Wilson. And then we met, we talked about it, and over the next 5 years it sort of developed, and the script got richer, and he was there, and we talked occasionally. And then I did a movie called Jawbone with Mike Elliott, terrific independent producer, and it was like the last piece of the puzzle. Mike came in, we talked about it, we made this sort of a Jawbone, and then he introduced him to Gonzalo, and then the money came in, and suddenly 2 years ago we found ourselves in a position to make the movie, and it's very thrilling to be a part of it and to have the sort of it doesn't get stale. It's the old movie story. You want to make a movie, and we got to make the movie that we wanted to make. Nobody looking over your shoulder. Nobody telling you what to do. 6 weeks. And you know, as you see, it was just a normal package to a holiday film. 5 weeks and 4 days. I mean, then we did some camera tests and rehearsals, and then we started making the movie.
And you're
25 days shooting.
You're a producer on this film as well.
Well, that's why, because I've been done it at the beginning, and I brought him in, and we talked about the script, and actually worked on it. And then I brought Mike in, and then, I learned about things. Cherry Smith, who's our main sort of, Pedro, the Spanish producer. I mean, it came together in an extraordinarily,
it took many years.
fortuitous
Well,
way.
and apparently just in time, because the American Star sank, didn't it?
Yes, this year is the 30th anniversary of the moment when it got stuck there.
Oh, okay.
And it sank already. I mean, I never had the chance to see it myself.
Oh,
No, I just saw pictures of it.
oh,
I know a lot of people that saw it because it completely sank. I think it was 2006 or 7. So when we started scouting, it was already just a little thing. You can see, nothing really spectacular. So now it is as it looks at the end of the movie with the final shot, the drone shot. That's how you can see it now.
so you have to recreate what it looked like.
Yes.
Wow, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I am curious, I know the shots actually where you live as well, Fuerteventura.
I don't live in that island. I live in Gran Canaria.
Okay.
But yes, it's, when I went there, I discovered that those islands are unique and are amazing. But it has nothing to do with the fact that I live there. It is because of the American Star, and we were looking for that metaphor, that mirror where Wilson see his own life and his own reflection, and we found that the ship was that perfect element for it. And it happened that it was in Fuerteventura, and Fuerteventura is an island with a lot of personality, with these stars in the ground and these greens, and that was also telling a lot of things of the character.
It's part of the movie. I mean,
There's another character.
an important part of the movie. As is the photography by Jose David, who he's worked with forever, and he's a wonderful camera. I mean, it's a very formalistic way. I love it, the way the A to B like dissolves, and then you get from one point to the other. You'll talk technically, but it's also the way we work with actors. I mean, the great example, Thomas is here tonight, Crashman, it's marvelous actor. That's a great example of that film, the end scene, which, Thomas and Sabella created again, another sort of people who really sort of recognize. So often that's thrown away, a scene like that, but it becomes important. And it becomes important for the entire ending. And throughout that happened with Oscar and with Nora, and happy circumstances, that happen along the way, happy accidents, in a way, when people work, you find out the Spanish actress who was going to play the part originally was Elena, yes, Elena, who had to drop out when we actually did a commitment, And we had a time period to make a movie, you know, it's financial, sometimes you do, before they move the money around somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, and Nora came in, and she was a lot younger than Elena was. I mean, they could have been smart with Elena, but this was different because there couldn't be that relationship, and you had to translate to something else. And I think she was great, you know, pulled it off with a great Fanny Ardant playing the mother, that very ambiguous scene, whatever. And it's 4 days of, you know, those are what good movies do, I think. You know, you go to the cinema, you sit down, the lights go down, and you go to another place with another people who you might recognize, you might not. And then the lights go up and you think, wow, it's life. Could happen.
Speaking of your co-stars, I want to talk about your co-stars. I want to speak about this young actor, Oscar Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
Who is fantastic, and I think I heard that a lot of your dialogue with him was improvised.
Well, the basis